You know what, guys? Speaking English fluently has always been one of my biggest dreams. And for a long time, I've been trying to improve my English in every possible way. Whenever I asked people how to become fluent, they always talked about the four main skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So honestly, I tried everything. I learned grammar rules, watched English videos, practiced speaking, tried reading more, worked on pronunciation. Basically, I followed almost every method people suggested. But after some time, I noticed that most people online kept repeating one thing again and again. Just speak English. Don't focus too much on other things. Fluency only comes from speaking, and slowly I also started believing that. So for some time, I focused almost completely on speaking. I thought if I just kept speaking every day, one day I would automatically become fluent. But recently, something very simple came into my mind, and honestly, it changed the way I look at language learning. I started thinking about babies. Just think about it for a second. How does a baby learn a language? A baby doesn't study grammar, memorize vocabulary, practice speaking for hours. Nobody sit there teaching tenses or sentences structure. For the first few years of life, a baby mostly does one thing. They listen to their parents, they listen to conversations at home, they listen to words, emotions, sounds, and repeated sentences every single day. And slowly, without even realizing it, the baby's brain starts understanding patterns. The child keeps hearing things like come here, eat your food, go to sleep, bring the water, again and again. Every single day, and naturally the brain begins understanding meaning, pronunciation, sentence structure, and communication without studying grammar rules. First, the child learns to understand. They start speaking a few words, then small sentences, and eventually they become fluent. That realization made me understand something very important. Maybe language learning doesn't start with speaking. Maybe language learning starts with listening, because before we can speak naturally, our brain first needs enough language input. And I think that's where many learners make a mistake. We try to force ourselves to speak fluently without giving our brain enough English to absorb first. Now, of course, speaking is important, reading is important, writing is important too. But personally, I now believe listening is the foundation of everything. Because when you listen constantly, your brain automatically starts picking up vocabulary, pronunciations, sentence patterns, expressions, and even grammar naturally. And after enough listening, speaking slowly starts becoming easier on its own. So now, if you ask me the best balance for learning English, I would say something like this: 40% listening, 30% reading, 20% speaking, and 10% writing. Or more simply, 70% input and 30% output.